Operational capability is rarely spoken about, and yet it determines a site's profitability, resilience, and predictability. It even determines how much money it will make or leave on the table. We measure operational capability using the capability curve. This is a visual representation of a site's operational maturity on a scale from innocence to excellence. It explains why most sites are trapped in the turbulent zone, where high operational friction makes work feel chaotic, unpredictable, and unsustainable. It's the home of firefighting, inconsistent results, and the sentiment, never enough time to do it right, but always enough time to do it twice. Simply put, chaos is the hiding place of incompetence and accountability. Moving along the curve towards excellence is the path from chaos to control. When sites are operationally capable, the site feels like it's on autopilot. Hitting targets becomes routine. Operations are stable, and people can finally focus on the important, not just the urgent. For most mining organisations, operational excellence is the goal, but the autopilot zone of capable is the sweet spot in terms of both cost and performance. It should also be self-evident that only sites that are in control, rather than a state of reactiveness and chaos, are safe sites. Capability must always be measured objectively, not subjectively, and the process applied consistently against a rubric. We measure capability by examining whether key systems and processes exist, how consistently they are applied, the level of ownership and understanding across the team or the site, evidence of results, the feedback loops, and continuous improvement. This is not about guesswork or intuition. It's about asking the right questions, reviewing the evidence, and comparing what's in place against best practice. Capability is measurable, and your results reflect where your organisation currently sits on the capability curve. It's important to note that capability is not a scorecard on individuals. It's a reflection of the whole system. Most gaps are not due to people, but due to the ecosystem. The hidden cost of low capability shows up as rework delays and firefighting, inconsistent application of processes, confusion, duplication, or bottlenecks, poor coordination between departments, high key person risk, that is, constant reliance on a few go-to people, poor morale and low employee engagement. Immature systems and processes often rely on a few key people. Plans are overly optimistic, so it's an all-out effort just to meet quarterly targets and to hit budget. And if this is somehow achieved, it's a huge relief. It's felt across the entire site. But there's no time to recover or celebrate this Herculean achievement, as the next quarter's already begun. If the budget, the target, or the milestone is missed, morale goes down and becomes harder and harder to sustain. People start thinking, what's the point? Friction consumes time, energy, and resources. Poor engagement, an outcome of lower morale, leads to lower productivity. Reducing operational friction is one of the primary goals of capability improvement, and it's a key indicator of organizational maturity. High performance can never be achieved in high-friction environments. The good news about standardizing capability is that each level is well-defined and understood. Once the capability level is known, so too are the problems and challenges. This makes the solutions and the approach to fixing it predictable, shortening the distance to value and eliminating the need for trial and error. The difficulty that organizations face when trying to move from one level to the next is that each level follows an S-curve. As you approach the beginning or the end of a capability level, change appears to plateau. And this is when leaders make the mistake of searching for the next silver bullet, reinforcing the doom loop, rather than sticking to a proven path and maintaining momentum. Ultimately, capability is about creating operational leverage. Think of each level of capability like gears in a car. Every time you shift up, the input or the effort goes down, but speed goes up and momentum builds. It's hard to find or think of a low-friction, high-capability organization that isn't also performing at the highest levels. You can now easily discover which level your site sits in and what you can do about it with our free self-assessment tool.